So, back with part 4. All right. Telling the truth is a revolutionary act. All right. This is the close out, part 4. So, let's get right into it. So, we were just reading Isaiah 13, all right, and 2. I have commanded my sanctified ones. Let's further prove who the sanctified ones are. Okay. Uh, let's go to Jeremiah 1 and 5. We'll come back. All right, what does it say here, people? Before I formed thee in the belly, before he formed you in your mother's belly, I knew thee. How would he know you? When he first created you as spirits. And that's what you are. You're a spirit that inhabits a body. Okay? And you've been on the earth many times before. Okay? Regeneration, reincarnation, which is biblical. Okay? When what they call death, there is no death. Okay? It is the body that dies. Your spirit is eternal. And it returns back onto the one who gave it to you, which is the Heavenly Father. Okay, and you read that in Escalates 12 and 7. There's an example of that, okay? And there are many, many examples and precepts getting into regeneration, reincarnation, okay? Which simply means back in the flesh. You understand? Okay, so, but that lesson is for another time, and we've done many lessons on that with the elders themselves, starting with them all the way on down to us. All right? So before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. And before thou camest forth out of the womb, out of your mother's womb, you see this? I sanctified thee. Okay? So he made you holy and separate from the rest of mankind, which again, we're going to back up in a moment. All right, and I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations. See that? Now, give me a minute. We're going to go into the word election. All right, this is the word election here.
Strong's G 1589, eklage. Eklage.
In the Greek, 1589, eklage, right? The act of picking out, choosing. The act of the Most High's free will, by which before the foundation of the world, so before the world began, he decreed his blessings to certain persons. You're going to find out those certain persons are God's elect. And he's not talking about all of Israel, okay? He's talking about the elect of Israel, okay? So certain persons, you're going to find out, they're all Israelites. So it's not dealing with any of the other nations. He's not dealing with Esau. He's not dealing with, the other 16 heathen nations. And the Lord made a total of 18 nations. This is only among Israel, certain individuals, certain spirits, okay? So a decree made from choice by which he determined to bless certain persons through the Hamashiach, his son, Yahushua, by grace alone, right? Think of a person chosen, right? Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you. St. John 15:16. Persons of God's elect, right? Go up here, click root etymology. Okay. Remember, people, we're in the blue letter. So let's get right to it. Choosing one out of many, right? Many are called, few are chosen, right? Yahushua choosing his disciples, right? Of the Most High choosing whom he judged fit to receive his favors and to separate from the rest of mankind. That's what it means to be sanctified. Right? And to be particularly of his own, to be attended to continually by his gracious oversight. Okay, how is that done? Through the angels. And you see what it says underneath that? I.e., Israelites. You see that? Has nothing to do with Edomites or any of the other 16 heathen nations. Okay, so his elect is among the nation of Israel. You understand? All right? Now let's get back. Give me a minute. So again, we're reading here back in Isaiah 13, I have commanded my sanctified ones, and I have also called my mighty ones, those would be the angels, for my anger, even them that rejoice in my highness. See that? All right? You understand that? And the noise of the multitude in the mountains, mountains representing governments, nations, like as a great people, a tumultuous noise of kingdoms of nations gathered together, and the Lord Yahweh of hosts, of armies, that's what host means, as in the angels, he mustereth the hosts, he mustereth the armies of the battle. You see that? It's the Lord that's gathering the nations for World War III Armageddon. And again, you can attach this with Joel, the 3rd chapter. Okay? All right? And they come from a far country and from the end of heaven, even, talking about the angels, right? Even the Lord and the weapons of his indignation, of his righteous anger, that's what indignation means, to destroy the whole land, right? To destroy the system, the Edomite beast system, all right, of Esau. All right, you understand all that, people? Howdy, for the day of the Lord Yahweh is at hand. Yeah, the day of Armageddon is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. You see that? And of course, the Lord is going to use the other nations to take out America and the corporate state of Israel. You understand? So anywhere where Edom pitches his tent, yeah, it'll be destroyed. The only difference is that America, Babylon the Great, will be left uninhabited. Okay? And what they call the Middle East is actually Western Asia, and Europe. That stuff will get rebuilt. Not by us, but by our slaves. Okay? Esau and the other 16 heathen nations. They're going into captivity. All right? So anyway, therefore shall all hands be faint and every man's heart shall melt. And that's not the only thing that's going to melt, all right? And they shall be afraid, pangs, sorrows will take them hold of them, and they shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. They shall be amazed at one another, and their faces shall be as flames. You see that? Behold, the day of the Lord cometh, cruel both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate. See that? And he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. Hopefully y'all will edify them out. I'm on to the next one. Shalom.